Hello, this is Ashee from Crafting with Ashee, and welcome to this video. This is the card we're making today. It's this lovely floral birthday card, and the florals are all die cuts using the Paper Florist die set. This actually features quite a few of our retiring colours, which are going to be Tahitian Tide is one of them, and this is the colour we're using now. And we're going to stamp our sentiment first, and this is Go-To Greetings. Now unfortunately this stamp set is also retiring, which I'm very sad about because I absolutely love it. But there we go, what can you do? It's not leaving my stash, I'm keeping that one forever. It's a great stamp set, so if you do want to get it before it's gone. So we've stamped our happy birthday in Tahitian Tide ink. So now we're going to set that aside to dry. And you can see for some time I've already die cut all of our florals, and this is the two stamp sets we're using. Die sets. I've got Paper Florist, and I've also got the Everyday Postage Details, and which is the one you're seeing now. And also I've used Bold Bouquet as well, and to create some of the florals. And you can see here I'm just laying out my different florals that I have. My different pieces here. I've cut out all of my florals from Pear Bazaar's cardstock. Parakeet Party I should say. Parakeet Party is one of the retiring colours. It and Tahitian Tide, Orchid Oasis, Starry Sky and Sweet Sorbet will be retiring now at the end of April. So if you want anything from those colours, do get it now or forever hold your peace. So I'm just deciding here how I want to put my flowers together. I've cut out all the flowers from Tahitian Tide and also from some Bubble Bath. So I've cut them out once from each of the different colours. And here I'm just deciding how I want to put my flowers together. I'm going to have a few of each different flower. And you get lots of different petal shapes, lots of different flower centres. So you can really mix and match however you might want to do things. So we've got that. And now I'm just deciding whether I want, what other ones I want to do. So you can see here I'm putting together some more Bubble Bath. I like those ones with the rounded sort of petals, as opposed maybe to the spiky ones. So I am going to maybe make a spiky one here using the Tahitian Tide. See what I'll do. No, I've decided to do Bubble Bath instead. I'm going to have that. And then just need to find something to stick in the centre. That will do nicely. And then I think that's all I'm going to use. So I'm going to put the rest of these away to use for another day. So I'm just having a play here and seeing what else I want to do. I've decided to do one more, and then I'm putting all of these just a little back in my paper bag here, and I'll save those for a future card. I have a little box where I put in all my spare die cuts, so when I want one I can just go and find one. So I'm going to start to assemble my flowers, but first I want to give them a little bit of dimension, and to do that I'm going to use my blending brush and some of the matching ink. So this is Tahitian Tide, and I just want to sort of blend around the edges, just sort of so the colour doesn't look so flat. So there's a little bit of variation in colour and texture. And I'm going to do the same as well for my Bubble Bath. And then I'm going to put the flower centre in there. And that's our first flower made. So I'm going to get on and do all the rest off camera. So, well, quick sticks so that you can see it being done at a faster rate. And you can see here I'm just adding the petal pink and very quickly putting these flowers together. Now I do love the Paper Florist die set because they have so many different variations in petals, which allows you to do this. Unfortunately, as I think I already said, it is retiring, so it's a case of get this while you can. If you are enjoying this video, I'd be grateful if you could give it a thumbs up so YouTube know, and please do consider subscribing. It really helps my videos become more visible on YouTube, and it's very important for any content creator on YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to do this little spiky flower. And you can see here I'm getting wiser as I'm going along, doing things more assembly style on a conveyor belt. Just doing everything in one go, so I don't have to keep on doing it, though I think I've forgotten the one at the top there. But anyway, and of course I've got glue on my fingers, however hard I try. I've always got glue on my fingers. Just one of those things that happen. So there we go, there's that flower centre. And then we're going to just layer these two over. You could layer the different colours on top of each other, mix and match as I said before, however you might want. And you can see I'm just going in to quickly blend some colour into those flowers. And a little bit there for the flower centre, and that's the flowers done. Now for the foliage, I'm also going to add some colour using matching ink, and I'm just going to go in here, and I'm not really concentrating in any one place, sort of down the centre a little bit, but really just very rough and ready, just to give a little bit of extra definition and colour, so there's a little bit of variation in colour in your leaves. So that's everything blended, put together, and now we're ready to start to assemble our card. So I've got my sentiment here that I've cut out using my trimmer, and I'm just dipping the edges into the ink pad so that it has a little bit of colour, a little bit of border around the edge, so it will pop against the background. And you can see that I'm just showing you I used the Everyday Details dies to cut out my sentiment, though you could also just do it straight with a trimmer as well. Now I've got a piece here of basic white that measures 14.35 centimeters by 10, and I've put that on the inside for an insert if you want to write your message. And then I've taken another piece and I've put it through the Zinnia's 3D embossing folder, and that's going to be put on the front for our card base. Now I'm just putting down my sentiment, so I'll make sure I have space in my sentiment and I don't end up putting flowers all over the place. Now I'm just arranging my flowers here on the front of my card, so I can decide where I want them all to go, in which way, how I want it to look. I sort of want them to come down in like a little waterfall from one corner to the other. Well, that was my idea anyway. And I'm just popping everything up on dimensionals. I'm just putting one dimensional in the centre and no more, so that I can tuck the foliage around as I want. I decided I'd rather have that shape there and that shape tucked in, and then that one down there, so it's sort of hugging the sentiment. And then I'm going to just deciding where I want this little one to go. No, can't make up my mind. Yeah, there, perfect, covers that little hole. Now I'm just going to tuck in some of the foliage, and I think this is what brings any floral card together, is the foliage. You really do need some green leaves just to tone everything down and just tie it all in together. And I've got quite a few different shapes of foliage from the different die sets I've used. I'm sure you have different foliage pieces, dies in your stash as well. And remember, you don't have to use them as one piece. You can see here me tearing off most of the stem, so I'm just using the top. And here's the last piece, and you can see me here I'm actually just using the top piece of that foliage, and I've, whoops, doesn't want to go down, and then just tearing it apart and using it just to tuck in wherever I fancy. So there we go, there is our card made. So we're just going to have a few little finishing touches now. We're going to use some of the pastel adhesive sequins just to dot around our card and give it a little bit of bling. So here they are, and you've got these in a few different colours. You've got it in a pinky colour, and you've also got it in this blue that looks like Tahitian tie to me. So I'm just using a mixture of the colours around my card here, putting them wherever I think they look good. And there you have the 2 cards. So if you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching, and do remember to give it a thumbs up. If you need any more information, it's all on the links in the description box below. So until next time, enjoy being creative. Bye.